Talking on camera is actually very difficult. I contemplated on whether I should even post this video, but it might be nice for you to know. We are embarking on another bus trip from Shinjuku Station to Matsumoto. I've probably seen so many Japan travel vlogs, and seeing Shinjuku Station in person kind of feels weird. It kind of feels surreal. Unfortunately, John and I didn't get to go around Shinjuku, but it would definitely be on our list for the next trip. I have no idea why John had 500 onigiri in his pocket. I have so many. But it was very clutch. Definitely not a tuna coral. I always pick anything salmon. This milk tea, it was so good. And it didn't give me palpitations. Looking back on the clips, I could really use an onigiri right now. I'm so hungry. A lot of this trip was looking out of windows, which was still quite nice because there's just so much beauty in the nature of Japan. My sister had a bunch of different flavored Kit Kats. I wanted to try the sake one again, and if you know me, I don't drink alcohol. I don't know what possessed me, but I just wanted it for the experience. I had a really hard time opening it. Have to be really quiet in Japan. I let John smell it, and I think he started offering it to my sister's boyfriend. And notice how I try to stop him because I want my Kit Kat. So I was relieved when he returned it to me. As expected, it smelled like alcohol, but it does have a sweet aftertaste, so it wasn't so bad. I think the chocolate bar and the milk tea were giving me a sugar high, so I was feeling kind of playful. Decided to stick my DJI to the little gap between my seat and my dad's seat, where my brother was sleeping right next to him. It was just so funny. Sitting by the window, I was a little concerned about all the UV rays that were hitting my face, so I ended up borrowing John's cap. There are mini curtains that you can actually close up, but we wanted to see the view, so we didn't do that. And then of course, John brought his famous famichiki pancake combo, which honestly is divine. If you haven't had famichiki, it's basically like a chicken cutlet or a large chicken nugget, but it tastes like KFC. I can tell you, the chicken was never dry. It was always very juicy. So good. I think I must have poked a hole in the pancake. You can kind of see the maple syrup oozing out. I was being adventurous yet again. Yeah, I didn't like it. It tasted like alcohol. Then we calmed down a bit and the views were just gorgeous. Just seeing even more of the cherry blossoms. Some places are just so naturally beautiful. Even now, I'm still super grateful that I was able to witness these things with my own eyes. And no, that's not Mount Fuji, but we did spot some snow-capped mountains along the way. We made a hurry to the castle. We ended up doing a free tour, which gives you a brief history of the Matsumoto Castle, and then your tour guide leaves you right before you enter. The castle itself is gorgeous and quite large on the outside. Once you enter, I will say it's very crowded and also very dark, which leads me to the topic of the windows. You'll notice that a lot of these windows are small, low, have some sort of barrier. It's never bare windows. Now, the castle is actually where royal members would live, and so the windows were quite narrow for protection. They needed to shoot arrows out of it, or later guns, and even small cannons. You're also going to notice that a lot of people were carrying plastic bags everywhere because no shoes were allowed inside of the castle. Of course, I'm always going to be in my toe socks. And then we lost my brother. But lo and behold, he does show up. There are about 6 floors in the castle. At the very top, there's a little shrine, but you couldn't really take your time because everybody else is trying to look at it. Let me tell you, going up versus going down, I don't know which one was worse. These steps are narrow and steep. After we saw everything inside, we decided to head out and notice some ice cream vending machines in the premise, which was perfect because it was quite a warm day. I got the coolish milk ice cream that comes in a little pouch. It's less ice cream and more slushy. It definitely tastes like Japanese soda. Castle isn't the only thing to see there. There's basically this huge park area, pond or moat surrounding the castle, and of course cherry blossoms and the flowers were all in bloom. And just like that, our day trip was coming to an end. We had the most peaceful walk along the river. We were heading back to our bus station, and it was just nice to see people winding down at the end of the afternoon. It was quite a long journey from there, so by the time I turned on my camera again, we were already in Takayama. Our hotel in Takayama was quite cute and somewhat traditional. I attempted to record a room tour, but with just too many people in the space, it was quite impossible. Walking over. Do you want to head over there?
Bow first. You didn't bow.
It was our first experience laying on a tatami mat with a futon, so that was quite nice. And then this was dinner. Wow. It's very, very grapey. Always a fan of konbini meals. I would give this an 8 out of 10. I know that there wasn't much to this video, but even all of these serve as memories to me that really solidified the rest of my trip. In the next vlogs, we explore Takayama. I'm probably going to divide it into shopping and food, some sort of categories, because there's a lot. And it's a place I've never heard about, but now feels a lot like home. If you ever need to go to Takayama, take me with you because I know places now. I will see you in the next one, and thank you for joining me. Much love. Peace.